With the exit of all the wives of the Ooni of Ife apart from Naomi, the onus to get another wife for the Ooni is actually going to lie virtually on none other but Naomi. That is because the Ooni of Ife is supposed to be married to more than one wife. So with the recent development where every other person has left apart from Queen Naomi, the onus or the responsibility is definitely going to fall on Queen Naomi. Hello everyone and welcome once again to D&Z TV. At D&Z TV, we give you up-to-date information of everything that is happening in the palace of the Ooni of Ife and also in the entertainment industry at large. So, if you've not subscribed to our channel, where you need to subscribe to the channel, do so. Click on the notification button, comment, like and share this video, and guess what, we will give you more up-to-date information of everything that is happening. So now let us go straight to the gist that we've brought to you today. Now, it is already a known fact that the Ooni of Ife is actually perpetually now in need of a wife, and that is because he has actually asked all the other Oloris to leave, while Naomi is actually still at home. Now, this has not come without a lot of backlash from people who feel that, as a matter of fact, Oni needs to do more than just fold his arms and look. That, as a matter of fact, the Oni needs to give Naomi the chance and the opportunity to see that she brings a wife for the Oni of Ife. Now, why the Ooni of Ife is allowing Naomi to give him a wife is because Naomi is the only person who has actually not given the Ooni headache. Other wives of the Ooni of Ife have constantly been giving him headache, making him to look very stressed, always trying to fix one or two issues. It has actually really been not been easy because things have really not been going the way they should go. But all in all, the Oni still has actually remained constantly bereft of any form of attachment that is sentimentally added to him. As a matter of fact, the Oni has actually constantly remained struggling, trying to see that he fits into the new challenges that his wives are bringing to him, which has actually, as a matter of fact, made things to be a little bit difficult for the Oni himself. Why is so is because Naomi has been the only person that has not really given the Oni issue and stress. So if Naomi has not been given the Oni issue and stress, then there is a likelihood, there is a probability that Naomi can actually get a good recommendation for the Oni, which is actually something the Oni is seriously looking forward to. Yes, the Oni is actually looking forward to a situation where he can actually be with someone else who is like Naomi, who will not at all give him headache, but rather who will constantly live in peace and harmony with him, so that there's going to be some form of mutual feeling, mutual understanding, mutual love that will encompass all of them. As a matter of fact, it has actually degenerated to such a way that people hardly understand how the Oni tries to make things happen. But in as much as the Oni is constantly trying to make things happen, others still try to see that they just want to see things not going as planned. And when things do not go as planned like this, it will do only one thing, which is it will actually cause a backlog of movement in the palace. Now, Naomi has actually seen it all, and Naomi has gotten to that point in her life where she can actually look front, look back, and tell herself that this is what I want. As a matter of fact, people have really not been able to understand the kind of person that Naomi is. In as much as Naomi has remained fervently strong, Naomi has remained intact, Naomi has remained doing the things that she needs to do for the palace. she has also been very, very fervent in the things of God, and that is why she has a very constant working relationship with every other person in the palace. Naomi is the only one person who has actually really not had issues with everybody. In the other way, it's actually other people who keep on having issues and problems with her. This has actually made them not to have a proper understanding of how she relates and how she behaves. Now, others seem to have some form of misunderstanding. Others seem not to totally collaborate what Naomi is saying. But the truth of the matter is that in as much as Naomi presses, in as much as Naomi tries, in as much as Naomi is doing everything within her powers to see that she brings peace back to the palace, she still remains adamant. She still remains hopeful. She still remains so tied to trying to see that no matter what these women do, she will always be exemplary. And that is why there's nothing as good as someone who is an exemplary character. Once you are an exemplary character, you find out that no matter how stiff, or no matter how strong, no matter how dedicated you try not to be, you somehow still understand and see that things will always work for your own very good. Like if you notice the life of Naomi, Naomi is one person who has constantly lived by listening to God speak to her. And once you are somebody who listens to God speak to you, you're bound not to make a lot of mistakes that naturally you should have made. But truth about the matter is that no matter how well you want to live without issues, once you are in polygamy, you're definitely going to make some of these mistakes. And these mistakes, when they begin to come your way, when they begin to come around you, you will now realize and find out that you are just nothing but a good person who has the heart of gold. And just like Naomi has the heart of gold, she has constantly been able to make her affection go around every other person. Yes, her affection is going around every other person. People around her are beginning to feel loved. People around her are beginning to feel interested. People around her are really beginning to have a feel and an understanding that no matter how hard they try, no matter how hard they try to bring her down, they can never ever bring her down. Rather, instead of them bringing her down, they will only